We're here for episode 12.
Episode number 12. Thanks for joining us, guys.
Man, I always feel like we've done a million of them, and 12 is double digits, but it's not really that many at the same time.
Well, it takes a lot of work to get to this point, so I think that by the time we're actually in front of the camera talking to you guys, it seems like it's been a lot longer than it has been.
I mean, it is a lot of effort. It's so fun
So
that I don't really feel like it's work, but there is a lot that goes into it. Yep.
So this week we're talking about the Morgan silver dollar. It's a popular coin in general, one of the most popular silver dollars in United States history. Minted between 1878 and 1904, and then they did produce it one additional year in 1921. It's been very active in auctions lately, and there's a big collection that just traded in Sothebys. Is that correct?
Yes, the Ralph and Lois Stone collection just sold at Sothebys. They're getting back into the rare coin market in a big way.
Yeah, they are.
I mean, you and I, from trading kind of the inside of the market, know that they haven't been that active. The last thing I can think about Sotheby's with was the first offering of the SS Central America Treasure.
Right.
That went to the insurance companies. That was about 8% of the total haul. Since then, I can't tell you a single thing that Sotheby's has done.
They've had a focus on art, absolutely. So, I mean, they have done some Andy Warhol. They've done some Da Vinci stuff. But yeah, their focus
they
really
crush
has
it
been
in tangibles.
Absolutely.
I mean,
yeah.
Nobody would deny that.
Yeah.
But I can't name this in between the SS Central America and the Ralph and Lois Stone collection of Morgans. I cannot name a single thing they've done. So I think this is a push to get back into the market.
I agree.
I mean, this was not a small thing. It was a $5 million collection of 2 cent, 3 cent, and Morgan dollars. So,
and my instincts are telling me that they probably really incentivized the Stone family to use them as opposed to Heritage or other more predominantly numismatic forums for the sale. I mean, Heritage really is the leading auction house for rare coins
in general,
and to not use them, I would imagine Sotheby's really sweeten the pot for them.
I'd say for high-end coins, if you're talking about finest known, pardon me, Sotheby's wasn't, I'm going to walk back what I said a minute ago. Sotheby's was somewhat involved in the Pogue sale because of their relationship with Brent Pogue and his father.
Right.
But they have not been as iconic as they have been in the past.
Agreed.
They were actually the first rare coin company in America. Their first auction was in 1755.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah. And not only America, but England as well, because that 1755 sale happened in England. It was a physician at the time who had sold this massive collection of kind of European coins and art and all this stuff. Sotheby's had done it, so they are, as far as we know, the first rare coin auction company.
Wow, that's impressive.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So fast forward till now, I believe there was a little bit of gamesmanship involved, because if you look at the estimates for the Ralph and Lois Stone collection, the estimates were half of what they sold for, roughly, in almost every category. So you tell me.
They realized about 100% more than they were supposed to. And the lead behind it was, the 84S in 7 CAC?
Yes.
And then the 93S in 5 CAC?
Yes.
And so those just individually, those sold for what, 300 and 500 respectively?
The 93S and 5 CAC went for 735. The 84S and 7 CAC went for 735. By the way, that is both of it's tied for second highest auction price for any Morgan ever. You know what number one was, right?
Is it the Branchman?
Well, yeah, it's Carson City. It's an 89cc.
Oh, okay. I was thinking of the 95.0 proof.
That sold for a lot of money.
Yeah. Okay.
The 95 proof in 9 sold for $500,000, but actually the finest known 1889cc in 8, the Jack Lee specimen, sold for $1.3 million in 2014.
Do you like the look of that coin?
No. It's, I would contend that it's not an 8 because of the dullness of its luster.
Yeah, it's a little dull, and it kind of has this salt and pepper look to the surface a little bit. And it just... the eye appeal isn't there for me for an 8.
I'm going to have to agree with you. Here's what's controversial. The surfaces are there, the luster is not. So to me, it's not an 8. And there are people with decades more experience than me that will argue with me, and I'll have to submit.
And Jack Lee is probably one of them. I mean, he clearly probably believes in his coin as well, or did.
There's very few people I run into that know more about me than coins. Jack Lee, absolutely on that list. Any of our experts, Adam Crum, Neil Sharkey, there's guys that know a bunch.
Yeah.
I study Morgans a ton, so I know more than anybody I run into on a frequent basis.
Right.
But I mean, there are guys that have made libraries out of Morgans. I mean, like,
and now there are major, numismatic companies that are not only selling, key date Morgan dollars, but they're selling sets of Morgan silver dollars. I mean, you can almost acquire 70 coins right now out of a 100 coin series, all in one piece. I mean, there are some major efforts behind the Morgan dollar right now to put complete collections in the hands of investors and collectors because of what they do. These coins, traditionally go up, time and time again. And again, the popularity, the history, the value, it's all there with the Morgan silver dollar.
It has all the qualities we want.
Yeah.
It tells the story of U.S. history because it was during the Western era, 1878 to 1921. So it started Western, went World War I, Industrial Revolution. It covered some major U.S. history.
Yep.
The beauty of the coin is a major aspect. And I mean, I don't know anybody that looks at this and goes, "Oh God, that is awful. That's ugly. I can't stand that."
Disturbing. Right? Yeah, it's gorgeous. I mean, it's one of the most attractive silver coins in the market. And it really has that nostalgic look to it, that early Americana look to it. With all the stars and even the way the eagle is on the reverse.
Oh, the heraldic eagle is.
I'm not sure if you guys can see that good, but yeah, you can see the design of the eagle.
It's one of the most iconic designs as well. I mean, the reverse probably garners maybe not as much as the obverse, but some.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I have some clients that say they just want to look at the back of their coins because they like it so much more. They think
it's a very attractive reverse. Yeah.
Her face is a little boring, and
sure.
The eagle's kind of exciting. It almost, his wings are spread out. It looks like he's flying.
Even myself, and personally, I prefer the obverse of the peace dollar. I know it's the unpopular thing to say, but I prefer the
heresy.
I know.
That's heresy.
I prefer the obverse, the peace dollar, and the reverse of the Morgan dollar. If it was up to me, I would put them together.
The peace dollar looks like she has a mohawk, bro. You like mohawk on Lady Liberty?
You know what it is? It's the softness of her chin, the simplicity of design. It's a very simple design without the stars, and to
it's
me,
sharp. The details are very sharp.
It's very sharp, and it's for some reason it's always stood out to me. Again, a very very soft cheek, a very soft chin line.
What's up with the Misfit spikes though? The Lady Liberty spikes.
It's like a combination of the Statue of Liberty and
Glenn Danzig.
Yeah, right.
Yes, from the Misfits. Yes. No, that's true. So, it's undeniable that Morgans are one of the most collected coins ever. I would have a hard time finding an argument against that. Just historically in coins, they've kind of led the charge as far as price records, as far as garnering attention, as far as. If you look in every collection, somebody's got a Morgan or two.
Absolutely.
Even some guy that collects coins and change has a Morgan or two. So they're in almost every collection. People love them. I think we were talking about this a little bit earlier. As far as what's undervalued in the market, Jeff Garrett, a leading expert, said that Morgans were undervalued in Coin Week a few months ago. I think you read the article.
Yep. And here we go. And now we have this auction where we have coins doubling or tripling what they were supposed to get. So I mean, I think it's very evident that Jeff is onto something there. And as far as again the popularity and how many of these coins exist versus how many collectors are out there trying to acquire them, I mean the numbers are staggering. This is something that you should gobble up. If you're in a position where you can acquire Morgan dollars in high grade or in bulk positions, you guys should grab them. You really should.
I mean, that's one strategy that could kind of fit like the pig in a poke sort of thing. Like there's so many people, like maybe just go out and buy a bunch of MS63s, right? Okay, so that's one strategy. Another one maybe to just look for the key dates.
Of course.
The finest knowns have led the charge. So while this 93S, while this 92S while this 84S have set records as the the two are the rare circulation strikes, the 84S and
The lower
93S.
grades will ride the coattails. So
Big time.
So even if you're acquiring an 84S or a 93S in lower grade, in XF and VF, even in G or F,
89cc,
you're going to end up
95
riding the
ohm.
coattails of those finest known examples.
Right.
And when they perform an auction, your coin is going to perform an auction as well. So, or anywhere for that matter.
Yeah,
Right.
private treaty, whatever.
Right.
So I think we've got two different schools of thought to take advantage of this movement. One does benefit from mass popularity. I mean, when I got in this market, MS63 Morgans were 25 bucks.
Right.
Now they're 65.
All day.
So, I mean, you've clearly seen a movement there. When I started in the business, 89 cc's and 61 were 10 grand, and now they're 35. So, it's actually quite similar. It's kind of hard to pick out one or the other.
Yeah, the 89cc is just a beast. It just really is. It's a great coin to own. If you guys are ever in a position where you can afford and you can obtain an 89cc, just do it. Just grab the coin. It's going to have a ton of upside for you guys, and it's a very popular historic coin.
Absolutely.
So, should be out.
When we buy stocks in our portfolio, we don't buy all Tesla, right? Or all Google or whatever.
Right.
We diversify. So maybe we take some of the common dates in 63 and put them away. Maybe we take some of the key dates and balance it out a little bit.
I agree. I agree. Find balance in anything.
Yes. So I've got to give props to Jeff Garrett because he called this one. He, several months ago, said Morgans are undervalued. They're setting records now. We see positive bullish movements in that side of the market. It's probably going to continue to be true as we move into this bull market now.
That's been the trend.
So I'd look at Morgan dollars if you're a collector, an investor, trying to find some value in the market right now.
Yeah, so either look at acquiring key dates, look at buying in bulk, look at building sets. There's a few different ways, depending on what you've already done and where you want to go with your collection and your investment. Lots of options. If you have any questions, feel free to leave some comments. Ask us. We'd love to help point you guys in the right direction if we can.
Yeah, or talk some smack too.
Something, yeah.
Yeah. Guys, thanks for joining us on episode 12. Be sure to like us on Facebook. Be sure to subscribe to our channel on YouTube. And please share any comments, share us with your friends. Whatever the case, we love all the support. So,
we do. We love your support. Thank
Yes.
you guys for everything. And until next time.
All right.
See you later.
Rainbow toned Morgans. Here is a Carson City Morgan silver dollar. Carson City Morgan. And an original toned as opposed to the previous, which I think was artificially toned. And here's me.